The San Antonio Spurs are making history behind Victor Wembenyama and the rest of their young core. This team has started off 5-0 for the first time in franchise history. And for a franchise that's been probably the best in the league, the model franchise in the NBA, since the turn of the century, to never have been 5-0 until now behind a guy like a generational talent in Victor Wembenyama, and man, this team is deep. And Mitch Johnson has been cooking. You can definitely tell he's been learning from Greg Popovich. There's still a little bit of Popovich influence in the Spurs system, but we're seeing a lot of horns action where Wemby's on one elbow, you got a shooter on the other elbow, very similar to what the Nuggets do with Nikola Jokic, but instead of Wemby being the playmaker, they're running stuff for Wemby. Like right here where it's just simply a pin down for him to go create. The Heat actually cover it up, but he finds Devin Vassell for the three ball on the relocation, and he knocks it down. This time, it's the same look. It's horns once again, but instead of Castle setting a screen, now they're going to set a little rub screen for Castle to try to get open, putting Pelle Larsson in a pickle here. He's either got to go with Castle or hope Davion gets through, which he does, but then he's got to worry about a down screen. He actually does get through, but he ends up falling down, and now Bam has to make a decision. He goes with Wemby, and Champagnie finishes at the rim. The Heat actually were really good defensively, but this play right here got him. Shades of Popovich. I mean, this is what Popovich pretty much came up with. Now everybody runs it, but it's called the Spanish pick and roll, a little hammer action, if you will. Biyombo's going to set the screen, and then he's going to, or usually Vassell's going to come set a screen for him on the lob, but this time they throw the counter in there with Biyombo setting a down screen for Vassell for the three, and it works. Then we're right back into horns. And like I said, the Heat actually cover this up pretty well, so we're going to show them the same look with Wemby and Barnes at the elbows, but this time we're going to have Wemby set his screen just for Dylan Harper. Once again, putting Larsson in a pickle here, making him choose. Now, Wemby actually helps pretty well. The throw behind is Champagnie. They've got it covered up. It's just a really nice play made by Dylan Harper, but the ability to make that play because of the action that Johnson's got him running with. And I love this right here. You might think, hey, that's pretty simple. Well, it's also pretty effective. The empty side ball screen, except Castle's still here, making Barnes make that decision. He chooses to stay with Harper, giving up the three, and if you're the Heat, you have to live with that. Pretty good contest, but once again, just better offense. And then you got Wemby here in the post, and this is pretty much unstoppable. Everybody runs this, whether it's the Nuggets with Jokic with shooters all around, Giannis with the Bucks with shooters all around, or Wemby with the Spurs with shooters all around. He can go either direction. He can do whatever he wants, and neither Giannis nor Jokic are making this play. By the way, just throwing it between two defenders as Bam comes to stun in and hitting a tough fadeaway. Now, let's not give Mitch Johnson all the credit, right? Because it's easy to draw up plays when you have a player that the NBA has literally never seen before that makes everyone else on the court of superhuman athletes and 7-foot monsters look tiny. He put up 27, 18, 6, and 5 last night in 39 minutes and did so on 10 of 23 shooting from the field, was 1 for 5 from 3, and an area of his game that I'm really liking the improvement of is his vision. He's averaging 3.4 assists so far this year, but it's only been 5 games. Averaged almost 4 last year, and he just makes the easy play right here. Keldon Johnson with the intentionally unintentional trip here, and it leaves Dylan Harper wide open, so Vic makes the easy play. And then the pump fake drops it off to Castle for the floater, and he gets to go. And then there's just tons of parts of his games that are unfair. I mean, he's just going to drive straight to the baseline and elevate over you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then if you just even throw the ball anywhere below the top of the backboard, he can go up and get it. And then we looked at this play earlier. I mean, the shoulder fake, the mid-range fall away, it's nasty. Getting to the rim against him is impossible because he's got the paint on lockdown at all times. He's got very quick hands as well, great hand-eye coordination, and then just stepping in and knocking down 3 balls. Only year, he's averaging 30.6 points a game, 14.6 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 4.8 blocks, all in less than 34 minutes a game, while shooting 56% from the field. And last year, he took 8.8 attempts from 3 per game. Now he's down to 3.4, and I love that part. Now he's going to pin it here with 2:24 left, bring the ball down in a 9-point game, and just go to absolute work here on Jaime Jaquez and get an easy bucket and pretty much ice it. Bam couldn't do anything against him down low, even though he did end up with 31 and 10, so I guess he did a little something. But Victor was dominant, and let's talk about Dylan Harper, right? The number 2 pick in this year's draft. I said he'd be the number 1 pick in a lot of draft classes other than one with Cooper Flagg in it, but he put up 13 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds last night in 25 minutes, shot 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and has come in ready to contribute from day one. We looked at this little horns action earlier, but take a look at the footwork here. So he's going to come off the screen, reading Bam, one of the best post defenders in the league, and he's just going to get down in here, hop step, land on 2, shot fake, and then one more and get the layup to go. That is really good basketball right there. And then just take Jaime Jaquez to work right here with the between the legs and then going to get a bucket. He's averaging 14.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 4.6 assists while shooting 48% from the field and 36% from 3 on 3 attempts per game. He is doing pretty much everything you could ask out of him, and he's kind of showing that maybe he should have been the first overall pick through 3 games. Now, obviously, 3-game sample size. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but hold up. Did he just underhand toss this up to Wemby? Like I said, if you can get it anywhere up there below the top of the backboard, he's going to finish it. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that's one of you, go ahead and fix that. And then let's take a look at Stephon Castle, who had himself a pretty big night last night, defending, being in gaps, finished with 21 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 steals in 35 minutes. It's a mouthful of a stat line. Pause. 7 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. He's a stud. We talked about this right here, running the pick and roll right at him, and then look at the pace right here. Just playing on his own time. Nobody's rushing him. Very similar to what we see out of Chris Paul. Like, if you watch this play right here, tell me who this reminds you of. Yeah, it's CP3 all day long. He's averaging 18.8 points, 6 assists, 5.4 rebounds, and 1.4 steals in 32 minutes while shooting 53% from the field and 33% from 3 on 5.4 attempts. The Chris Paul mentorship last year was huge from him, and he joins a list of guards that CP3 has mentored, most notably SGA, but they don't even have their best guard yet, because De'Aaron Fox hadn't played a single game, and they're still 5-0, winning games with relative ease. And remember, in his last fully healthy season, De'Aaron averaged 26.6 points, 5.6 assists, and 4.6 rebounds, while shooting 47% from the field and 38% from 3. It was a big-time season for De'Aaron Fox the last time he was healthy. Remember, he had a broken finger in his shooting hand last year, and expect more of that to come in San Antonio this year once he gets healthy. We talked about Champagnie earlier. Harrison Barnes is just the perfect 3-and-D wing to have with this group of guys that they have. Just smart, always making the right play, and can defend a little bit. On top of that, he's automatic from the corner. And then Devin Vassell is taking the next step this year. I mean, they're running him off screens. He's catching and shooting. 1 dribble pull-up in the mid-range, elevating over people, averaging 17 a game with 4.6 rebounds and 2.4 assists in 35 minutes a night. Look at him get out here in transition. Just walk into one and stick it right in Khalil Ware's face. And then once again, running off a screen right here for the mid-range. His jump shot has that weird hitch, but it's going down right now. And then Keldon Johnson, who is also making an impact for this Spurs team on a nightly basis. Just being at the right place at the right time, really. 12 points a game and 6 rebounds with 2 assists in just 24 minutes. That's a big-time output, and he has earned himself a spot in the rotation for now. Just getting, I mean, that's a tough bucket over Khalil Ware. And then being able to be a guy that can space the floor, that's huge as well. And then Jordan McLaughlin, the most underrated signing, I guess, of the offseason for the Spurs, because nobody knew about it, and he's in here making some big-time threes. The Spurs also have a few guys that haven't even played yet. 3 rotation pieces in Jeremy Sohan, Kelly Olynyk, and then Luke Cornett played 1 game. Yeah, this Spurs team is terrifying. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.